Hey guys, Foxitor here, and today I'm gonna bring you the Hero Gear Grind episode for the Outrider Specialist. And at first I was thinking like, this is gonna be a hell of a specialist to do, because I couldn't handle the Sparrow and I thought it was stupid and weak, but after using it I discovered it was not bad of a weapon at all. So starting with the hero head, you have to kill 4 enemies that are tagged by your vision pulse in one game 4 times. So listen what it says, that are tagged by your vision pulse. So you don't want to shoot them before they are tagged. And the kills won't count anymore after they are turning back to normal. So from red to normal. So this is very hard. This is harder than the Sparrow challenges. So for the class setup, weapon doesn't matter, but for perks you want overclock, because the vision pulse is one of the slower charging abilities. So you definitely want overclock so you can get the vision pulse more times. If you want to run score streaks, you can run the UEV, because it's good to know where your enemies are, good to know when you have to use your vision pulse. So one tip: don't use the vision pulse just like out of the blue, just like I'm now gonna use my vision pulse. You maybe want to know that there are enemies on the place where you want to use your vision pulse, because otherwise maybe if you tag an enemy it's behind 2 walls and you're not fast enough there and he's already turning back to normal, and that's not what you want. So try to use the vision pulse if you already know there's an enemy. So for the game mode you want to play everything that's not Search and Destroy, because Search and Destroy there are just not enough chances, but the rest is good. I did in team deathmatch because it's possible, but you can do anything you want. So for the body you want to get 6 kills with the Sparrow in one game 6 times. So this is not that hard. The Sparrow is not bad. That's because you can use it and at close range and at long range, because you don't have to charge the bow fully. You can just tap the trigger once and it will fire too. So that's very good. So for the class setup, your weapon doesn't matter, just something you can get points with easily, so you can get your Sparrow something fast or somewhat faster. For the perks, overclock definitely, because you want to get your Sparrow more often. And I recommend fast hands, because when you run into an enemy you want to ready up the bow as fast as possible, so you have a chance against enemies in close quarters. So for the score streaks, again, UEV, you want to know where your enemies are so you can time when you use your Sparrow bow. I usually use it off spawn because I know I'm safe, and that's because I use it off spawn. So for the game mode, everything that's not S&D or Safeguard, because with Safeguard you won't be getting your bow enough times, I think. Safeguard's a little hectic and you only get 50 points per kill, which means that you have to get 2 kills in Safeguard to count for 1 kill in, let's say, team deathmatch. And when the game only lasts 2 rounds and your team is really OBJ playing, it doesn't really work out well. So you really only want to call it in when you really know you're safe. Well, as I said, I did it usually off spawn because I know I was safe. I just spawned there. But you can also call it in if you know you're safe. If you have a UAV in the air, you see on the radar there's no one nearby, you can also call it in. So those are my tips for the hero gear grind. I'll leave the rest of the gameplay I got in the background so you can look at my tactics, how I did it. I got some very good gameplay, I can say. So if you enjoyed this episode, if you learned something useful, please like the video. If you want to see more content on this channel, please subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye, and enjoy the rest of the gameplay.
Hostile UAV spotted. UAV on standby. Counter UAV. UAV, ready for deployment.
UAV MPL 50% check.
You can run, but you can't hide.
UAV departing AO.